Peace fam, thanks for clicking on the video. It's the Pressure Cooker and I'm back with another video. I wanted to give you guys an update on the young Pharaoh Golden situation, but I also wanted to give you some information and hopefully it will help somebody about how to survive a breakup with a narcissist. There are things that I've seen in my career that are patterns that I want to share some of those things, hopefully to help somebody. So anyway, first let's get into this update, right? So if you guys have been following, you would know that Golden has since removed the videos that she had put up after she had that altercation with young Pharaoh. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. She's probably just protecting herself. Hopefully she has that for her own records. And I wouldn't be surprised if he pressured her to do it. That's the other thing I thought about, because you never know what's happening behind the scenes. The other thing is, since the alleged physical assault, young Pharaoh has been putting out videos back to back to back. Now, back when I used to watch him, he never put out videos like that. So this is telling me you're trying to change the narrative. You're trying to shift the conversation. And also he's doing some things to kind of throw things in her face if you're paying attention. So since all the things went down, he's put out videos about why it's all her fault and how he claimed he got a restraining order against her. And a lot of people have popped him and said that's not true because it takes time. And he came out the same day and said he got a restraining order. It's lies, guys. You have to go to police. It has to be approved. And it's also very difficult because you have to prove that you're in physical danger, imminent danger from this person. So anyway, it was kind of crazy because he's been putting out videos talking about some proof she lied. I intentionally did not watch that video but I've seen other people cover it because I'm like, I'm not giving you no clicks and views. This is what you're doing. You're now trying to tear down this young woman's reputation because you feel you received a narcissistic injury. Really, that's what it is. So he's been trying to spin things. This is my favorite part. Okay, it's really messed up, but this is my favorite part. Notice that he's uploading a lot of videos involving other women, okay? The kundalini yoga teacher. Then he recently posted a video of a pool party. What do you guys think all this shit is? This is just to make Golden jealous. It's just to be like, oh, look at all these women that I'm around. Meanwhile, if you were listening to what he was saying in his other videos and in the text messages, it would reveal that he doesn't even really want other men around Golden. If y'all were paying attention, you would see that. So all of this screams abusive behavior. He's trying to control her all while doing all the things he wants to do and throwing things in her face. He doesn't have to do all of this. And think about it, the women that's coming to his house, knowing that all the shit just went down. I want you guys to really think about that. I really want you to notice what's happening. So other thing that I see happening here is based on a recent post by Golden. Let me see if I could find it. I want to see if I could find it. But while I continue to look for it, a recent post by Golden indicated to me that young Pharaoh was probably using resources or money to kind of get her to do what he wanted her to do. You know, this is what I was thinking. I was thinking that that's what he's been doing, is he's trying to use money to keep her in line. And so I'm going to read a post that she wrote. Let me see. Let's do this here. Oh no, the videos are back. I don't know. She must have put them back up. Okay, so Golden Beauty said, this is probably like a day or two ago. You may not understand, but everything I do is for my kids. I'm not proving nothing anymore. And if that means letting a person win because my kids' living situation is getting jeopardized for my actions and trying to protect myself, I'm willing to lay down for them, period. So here, if you're reading between the lines, it sounds like some financial abuse is going on. And it's also sounded like when they were together, obviously he was probably the breadwinner. He probably provided for her. He made comments like she didn't have to work, but now she got to work. But she wants to work. She has a career. I think she's either a massage therapist or she's studying to be a massage therapist. So obviously he doesn't acknowledge that. And that is a tactic that some people do to try to control you. Some people really, really just want to dote on their partner and they just want to take care of them. But there are certain men who do that, not because of those reasons, but because they want to keep them under lock and key. And I think this is what he was doing, because why wouldn't you support what she wanted to do if that's what she wanted to do? It doesn't matter if she needs the money or not. Everything is not about money. So he's saying all this stuff, and it kind of makes me feel like there was probably some financial abuse in this relationship. And now he's withholding money or whatever, threatening things. Who knows? I'm going to weave in something here real quick, guys, because I don't want to forget. If you are in a relationship and things start to go south, or you spot any signs that this person or even if your partner is the main financial person and you don't have access to all of the money or whatever, you better make sure, especially I'm talking to women here, you better make sure you have a secret account somewhere or your own account, okay, that he does not have access to. Or even if you're stashing it the old way, hiding some cash, giving cash to somebody you trust, because you never know when you need to make a break for it. And you don't have, one of the first things that a lot of these men do, specifically narcissistic men, people who struggle with narcissism, they will cut off access to finances. Okay. Even if you help make it, there are people that are in my personal life and also people that I've worked with, you know, on a professional level, that I see this happen time and time again. It doesn't matter how civil the other person is trying to be. If they can't control you, they lose their minds, and then they're going to hit you where it hurts. So they're going to limit or destroy your access to finances. It's like clockwork. These are the things that I see these type of men do. And so it makes sense to me that he'd probably be using it for leverage, you know, while probably begging her to retract her statements and things like that. Just be prepared for him to continue uploading these ridiculous ass videos. Okay? Because his ego got injured when he was found out to be allegedly abusive. Okay? So they withhold money, they clear out bank accounts, okay? The other thing is, I feel bad for Golden because I don't know if she has one child with him or if the other child is, you know, from his other baby mother. I don't know. But when you end up having children with somebody who's a narcissist and you finally decide to leave this relationship, it's very hard for those people. It's hard for anybody leaving a narcissistic relationship. But when you have kids, you are now linked to this person forever and ever. Amen. Okay. So these are things you have to think about. If you are that person, you have to switch up how you normally handle conflict situations. The narcissist lives to feed off of your energy. They don't care. Especially the negative energy. They want to piss you off. They want to expose your vulnerabilities. They want you to feel like you're nothing and can't do shit without them. That is the stuff that gives them a rise. That's stuff that makes them feel powerful. It's always your fault, okay? They may even start talking to your kids if they're old enough, trying to turn the kids against you. These are all things that I've seen that I'm telling you, you got to be prepared for. And in order to be prepared for that, you have to pick your battles. You don't have the option of cutting off a narcissist if you have kids with them. Okay, because they have parental rights. So typically what I tell people, and other people will tell you this too, the best way to move on from a narcissist is cut their ass off. Okay, forever. You know, do the cord cutting ritual, whatever you need to do. Okay, but you need to cut their ass off. But if you have a child with them, you can't do that, because you can't just decide you're not going to give this person access to the children that you made together, unless you can prove that this person has been harming your children. Unless that it's recorded that they're abuser to the children. And I see this time and time again. So I've seen a lot of incidents where women with children, who had these children with these men who have narcissistic tendencies, they think that just because they've been abused, that they can take away access from the man, from their children. And it doesn't work that way, guys. I'm telling you, the court does not see it that way. You have to also prove that man is a danger to the kids. And so this is why it's so dangerous to have children with somebody like this, because they know this. They know that you can't limit their access. Okay, especially the type of man who whenever he does know this, he may want to continue to see the kids, not because he cares about the kids, but just so he has access to you. He now has access to you. He can't just pop up at your house or call your phone or things. He could do that, but there's ways to avoid that. But there's only so much you can do because they have rights as a parent. And so these are things you want to think about. I'm telling you, it's messy. I've seen it unfold time and time again. You just have to arm yourself with how to defend yourself emotionally and physically against people like this. If you're a parent, I think there's apps that you can use where, if you have to limit your communication with this person, you could say, this app is only to talk to me about our children. So they don't have constant access to you. They don't have your phone number, because they will use that as an excuse to get under your skin. Okay. And also one of the things I see is they tend to move on very quickly. AKA, look at what's his face is doing right now. Okay. All these women up in his house, doing all kinds of stuff. and they want to rub it in your face. These are all things to get under your skin. Don't take the bait. You could be mad, but don't let them know that you're mad about it, okay? Because this is the shit that they love. This is the shit that they feed off of. I'm telling you. So limit or stop all contact with the narc unless you have kids with them. You know, if you have kids with them, you know, just be grateful to God that you have these babies, because, you know, people love their kids. But just know that this is now their ticket to engage with you on a regular basis, because they're going to say, oh, well, we have to make arrangements for when we're going to drop off and pick up the kids. When you're dealing with this type of relationship, guys, if you know for sure you're dealing with a narcissistic person, okay, for sure, you need to just go through the courts, okay? Just go straight to the courts. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You just need to go straight to the courts, because the chances of you working it out with them is very slim. It's not impossible, but it's slim. And you better make sure you get a lawyer. Okay, get a lawyer. I'm just going to be honest. It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you, but what you're going to get is peace of mind, because some of these people who are ill and they're not taking care of themselves, they're not seeking therapy, they can wreak havoc on your life and other people in your life. So please take it seriously. I have a couple books I want to recommend. Now, 2 of these were recommended by a very good friend of mine who has dealt with this, and she found them helpful, and I just really admire her. Anyway, one of them is called Splitting, subtitle Protecting Yourself While Divorcing Someone with Borderline or Narcissistic Personality Disorder. And that is by Bill Eddy, who it looks like he's a clinical social worker. And also the second book, Will I Ever Be Free of You? Subtitle, How to Navigate a High Conflict Divorce from a Narcissist and Heal Your Family. And the author's name is Carol McBride. So this is a very, very truncated version of the tips, the advice I want to give people. There's way more you can dig and find. You know, there's a lot of people on YouTube who talk about this topic. There's a lot of books. There's a lot of articles. Please, the best thing you could do is educate yourself. Okay, educate yourself, because it's the long game, especially when you're tied to somebody via kids. I'm just keeping it real with you. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.